Boom. All right. What is going on, traders? We got the coffee. Got the coffee. We got the charts. We got the YouTube live stream. What more could we possibly want? I know what we could want. A little jumper. Give me 2 seconds. All right. We're ready to go. It's winter here in Australia, so it's a little bit chilly. So we're getting the hoodies on, we're getting the coffee. It's 10 a.m. in Brisbane. We're ready to have a good session. So good morning, everyone. Peter, Andrew, Joe, Miguel. What's going on, guys? 9 likes at that already. Look at that. Beautiful. All right, let me just check what we have incoming today. So we have got some Euro news later on, USD news later on, unemployment claims. So yeah, nothing much in the Asian session. So we should be all clear today. Let me just pop up the recap video. Share, copy, cool. Love the Top Step hoodie. Oz, Robbo, thank you, man. Appreciate it. Rapping. Speaking of Top Step have some big news coming out this weekend. Big news. Big industry game-changing stuff. MS Healthy FX, hello. Good to have you on the stream. Tuesdays. Yeah, so I posted Tuesday's Asian stream recap where we had that lovely. We had a quick L and then another quick 20+ pip win. So I made that into a YouTube video. You guys can feel free to check it out later on. But yeah, some Top Step information coming out this weekend that's going to be very key. It's going to be an absolute game changer for you guys. I think Top Step's an amazing prop firm anyway, but when you see this news come out over the weekend, yeah, it's going to be even better. I'm going to be buying a few more accounts, that's for sure. Alright, so we've got Goldie just stuck in this little range. Give it a couple more seconds. Alright, so I'll post this in here for you guys. So you guys can get 20% off. Top Step, if you want to trade the same account as me, then you can feel free to check out Top Step if you want. But yeah, they have some big news coming out this weekend. I'm going to be I'll probably try and do a whole video on that as well. 10 likes. Look at that. It's about time we start breaking down the charts, isn't it? Let's do it, guys. All right. So let me just clean up the charts. So we got gold down here. We got NAS and S&P up there, which I was watching yesterday. And what do we want to watch this morning? Go and watch oil, but I'll probably only going to be trading gold. We can leave S&P up there, don't really care. All right, so gold yesterday ended up staying in a completely massive range of 80 pips. So pre-London had a really nice run down on gold in the Asian session, in the pre-London yesterday. And then as London opened, we ranged And then, you know, US session came in about, you got pre-New York around these times, and we just kind of whipsawed around. I was looking for longs up into this double top, but price just chopped so much that I was like, you know what? I'm not even going to touch this. So if we look at the daily time frame, see that daily close, I'm just jumping on for the first time this morning with you guys as well. So this is all fresh analysis that we're doing together. So we're going to be breaking it down from scratch together, seeing what we got going on. Beautiful. All right, let's just hide the analysis. Also, guys, make sure you utilize this little tool here. It's very easy to have all your analysis on at some points and be so glued and biased to your analysis. But I like to do this a lot. I just like to hide everything sometimes, you know, like fresh in the morning, and just see pure price action. See exactly what's going on. It just gives me a clearer picture for the day ahead. So, all right, let's have a look on gold right now. What we can see here, we got gold close below this previous support. You got that resistance there, you know, big level of support here. So gold's trading back below this massive level, and we got 1900 sitting only a few pips below on gold. So now I'm pretty much wanting to take this down into 1900. So we've got 1900 sitting just down there. We broke below 1850 all the way back up here. So the way that we trade gold, where's 1950? Yeah, so we've got 1950 there. Let me just clean these levels up a bit. Let's just see pure levels and pure price action. Let's get rid of this. And what one's this? Let's get rid of this as well. Excuse me, a sneeze. Excuse me. All right, so let's just do this to weekly. You know, we're Thursday into the week, yeah. So weekly's closed below 1950, looking like we're re-breaking the previous weekly low. Seeing this tap down into 1900, and can maybe see it come back down and retest these levels. So gold shorts into 1900 look like a pretty safe trade this morning. We're creating this nice top wick pre-Asia, coming up to retest these levels. So if we can just create a bottom wick and this daily starts to flip bearish from the break of the daily low, we are talking 70 pips. Amazing. 70 pips since that 1900 level. But yeah, gold loves the round psychological levels. Very, very key. Maverick, what's going on, man? Hoping to make some bank with me today. Let's do it, man. Let's do it. So we are currently... Did we tap into this third drive down here? Yeah, kind of did, but that's okay. I think we drive a little bit lower. So 4 hour has flipped bearish. Great, nice top wick, which is the daily open. So we can see this 4 hour flip bearish. Like I say, I think we could drive back down into 1900. So overall, daily's bearish, 4 hours bearish, hourly's about to potentially close bearish. We've got no real top wick just yet though. So if we just start to get now our intraday levels, kind of got this level here, and then we got this, like, we kind of got this support here. So let's see how we're going to react around these highs. So it's looking pretty bearish right now on this hourly, but we're 4 minutes into it. Anything can happen, and you're coming into this support here. So it's going to be interesting if we're going to bounce and kind of create this left shoulder head, come back up for this right shoulder just a little bit more back into, like, you know, 1912 or 1911.5 looks pretty nice to me. Come back up into there, and then we could bounce it lower. If I can see longs into there, how many pips would that be? Yeah, 30 pips, not bad. Take a 30 pip trade, then amazing, we'll consider that. But that's the hourly. I don't want to get too zoomed into the 5 minute today, because price, you know, can be very, very choppy on the 5 minute whenever the hourly is stuck in these ranges. So I'm mainly trading off the hourly and 30 today. Let me just get rid of this 30. Yeah, cool. So let's see. So 30 has found that resistance. Did we grab that previous high? Yes, we just wicked out that previous liquidity high at 12 p.m. rollover, and now having that big push back down. So 30 minutes closing bearish. 15 is retesting this key support right here. Cool. So let's see how we're going to react around here. 5 minutes just closed bearish, having that initial push back up. But yeah, this was a nice spike. What time is this? 12:25 London time. That's too early for me, but that was a nice spike. That was a really nice spike. Grabbed that previous high. Really nice little sell off there. You get involved on the closure of that 5 minutes. Stops 8 pips. You're just hitting 15. Very nice. Very nice. Aaron, I was hoping if you could help me and see if my risk management is good for my 10k account. I risk 0.5% and aim for 1 to 3. Is that a good approach? Yeah, possibly, Maverick. Could be a good approach. I don't have fixed risk to rewards that I go for personally. I give what the market takes me. I take what the market gives me. But it's not a bad approach. You just need the data to back it up to prove that you are consistently catching the 1 to 3s. You know, I could sit here and say, you know, I want to catch 1 to 10s, but if the probability of me catching that isn't very high, then I'm going to be a little bit more realistic. So you just got to make sure you know your figures. Make sure you know that you are consistently catching them 1 to 3s. And if that's your average return, then absolutely that's what you can go for. But if you're aiming for 1 to 3s and your average return is like 1 to 1.5s, 1 to 2s, which is amazing, then maybe just double check on it a little bit. But in terms of like percent risk, I personally don't use percent risk. I used fixed position sizing. You know, average, I'd say I'm risking anywhere between 2 to 4% of my account. But I don't trade. I don't go and calculate on my little app 1% risk per trade every single time. I'm trading fixed position size, and I know with an average of like 15, 10, 20 pips, I know exactly what my position size is already going to be. So I'm trading here on the Top Step account. Today I'm probably going to be trading between anywhere from 4 to 6 contracts on gold. 4 to 6 contracts on gold. I'm trading about $10 per 10-cent move. So $10 per pip, or tick if you want to call it in terms of futures. So if I catch a 15 tick move, 1 contract is $150, 2 contracts $300, 4 contracts about $600. So I already know what my risk is without needing to, you know, go on a calculator, calculate 1% risk per trade. I already know what I'm going to be trading, and I can already work out my risk depending on my stop loss very, very quickly. But risking 0.5%, yeah, it's not a bad idea, man. Nothing wrong with that. If that's what you're comfortable with. But more importantly, just don't change your risk management too much. I see a lot of people when they're doing prop firms, if they go into a bit of drawdown, they start messing around with risk management. And then the second you decide to start reducing your risk, is most likely the trade that would have outweighed all the winners. Alright, 5 minute rejecting here, failing to break the support. I'd be looking for. I would have shorted this, but this current 15 has no top wick, so I don't want to take it just yet. But this was a nice initial push up, flipping bearish. Could have had stops above this previous high, but it had no top wick. Seems really good with Top Step. I'm saving out to buy a combine soon. Good man, Maverick. Stay tuned for the weekend, man. There's some big news coming. I have a 150k account. I have 150k account, and I got a challenge on the go with 100k as well. 100k, I've not really had the opportunity to trade too much. Yeah, only setting up like $500 on the 100k account. I haven't had a chance to trade it too much just yet. But yeah, even bigger news coming on the weekend for Top Step. Big news. Industry game-changing news. Right, we're gonna get that 5 minute close now. Last 5 of this 15. Let's see if we're gonna grab this previous 5 minute high before pushing lower. But can't work out what it could be. It'll be worth it, man. It'll be worth it. I can't say too much, but I will be posting a video about it on Sunday when it goes live. So I'll be going live on Sunday. But yeah, some big news. big news. But yeah, highly recommend Top Step. One of the best prop firms that I have personally used, and I have used a lot. Alright, no bottom wick on this current 5. So if this 5 can grab this previous 5 without creating a bottom wick, we could consider it. We'll be shorting back down into that low, which if we can grab this 5-minute high would be 25 pips. Very nice. Why is Top Step so good to try? In terms of like, well, I mean, like in terms of the benefits of actual prop firms, obviously you're not risking your own capital, so that's always a plus. You're not risking your own capital. You could trade much bigger size. Like you trade up to 150k buying power on Top Step, which is great. But with Top Step, like opposed to other prop firms that I used to use, is there's no time limits. There's no time restraints of when you have to pass. You know, if it takes you 2 months, 3 months, amazing. But there's no time limits with no unrealistic expectations like these other prop firms. For the most part, I was trading in FTMO accounts for like over 2 years. It had some good payouts, but the challenge part of the FTMO and my Forex funds, all the Forex ones, they take out the enjoyment of trading because they have unrealistic challenges. Trading should never even be a challenge. Like the Top Step combine isn't even called a challenge, it's called a combine. Trading should never be a challenge to make a certain percent in a certain amount of time. That's a bullshit rule. Whereas Top Step, you know, you got to make 6% with no time frame, and you can trade a max of like 5, 10, and 15 contracts, which is more than enough size. You get to keep 100% of the first 10,000 you make, and anything after that is a 90-10 profit split as well. And you can get payouts in like as quick as the same day. It's pretty impressive. And it's created by an actual ex-Chicago floor trader, not just by some random kid in their bedroom, like most of these other ones. You trade futures CFDs? I'm steering now towards futures only. I have mainly been CFDs trader, but now I'm pretty much just trading gold futures. Gold and oil and NASDAQ futures, and that's pretty much it. Oh shit, I forgot to share the Zoom link. Fucking hell. Give it a second, guys. Let me just share Zoom link. Where are we? Yeah. Sorry guys, I'm just getting the guys on Zoom. Asia stream. Cool. Alright. Let me just make sure I sent. Yeah, cool. Alright, the Zoom guys are joining. And most of you familiar with Forex prop firms? Would you say making 10% is achievable on Top Step? Yeah, absolutely, man. There's no time limit of when you can make it. So there's no reason why you can't make 10%. They don't even require 10%. They require only 6% for the first one and then 6% for the next. On Top Step, then you can only withdraw 50% of your account profit. No, so you can withdraw 50% at each time. So if you're up like 10,000, you withdraw 5,000, and the next time you can withdraw the other 5,000. So it's still your money. You just can't take it all out at the very first payout. But it's still your money. You can just take it out next month or next week, whatever it is. All right, the Zoom guys are joining. Let me just share my screen. Alright, are we on? Yeah, cool. Apologies, Zoom guys. I got carried away on YouTube. Forgot to send the boys the link, but we're here now. We haven't taken anything just yet. I'll run down the markets again. But pretty much for Zoom guys, we are looking to take gold back down into 1900. So yesterday's flip bearish, we've broken this support. Today's currently retesting with no bottom wick on this daily. So I'm pretty much looking for this daily to create a bottom wick and have a nice drive to fill in yesterday's wick. On the hourly, we've liquidated this previous double top. We've grabbed that double top in towards the PM session in the US yesterday. Had a push back down. And we're having this pre-Asia move, having this retracement. If we get some 15-minute closures below our level, we're going to be looking to take this lower. So short bias on the day. We haven't shorted this 15 just yet because there's no top wick. I kind of want to see if we can grab this previous 5-minute high before having that push back down. But yeah, overall, I would like to short gold down into yesterday's low and potentially to come back down into 1900. Whether we have the volume to do that in Asia opposed to London, we'll see. But that's kind of the process today. I don't want to get chopped up in this range too much. But if this 15 can come and grab some highs, I'll look for a breakout of the lows to have a drive. How was NAS this week for you? Choppy, man. Choppy. So yesterday had a big run. Had a beautiful run. Where was it? Yeah, here. So it had a beautiful run. I started to trade it at like the 2:30, so 9:30 New York Open. And at that open, it was just very, very choppy for me. So I wasn't convinced by this huge run, so I personally didn't trade it. But it ended up having a... Fuck, I'm a fucking idiot. I'm talking, showing a fucking oil over here. Because I usually have my NASDAQ chart here. So here we go. So yeah, so this was the 9:30 open. And we just chopped around so much. And when I trade NAS, I like to trade it at the New York Open, and I like to see just good, clean volume. And when we were chopping like this, trading within these levels, when this first broke out, I wasn't convinced. And I didn't want to get stuck in shit like this. And then I didn't trade it, and then it ended up running much more. And then I stopped watching it around here. And then, yeah, ended up coming back up to re-grabbing highs and then pushing back down in the PM session. So PM session on NAS actually had much cleaner moves. But yeah, it's been pretty choppy. Hey, look at this. This is the 9:30 open right here. Chops a lot and then has a big run. So that was at 4 PM London time. So for me here in Australia, I don't watch it that late. I watch it for maybe like until about 10:30, 11 AM max New York time, and that's about it. But yeah, it's been fairly choppy, man. It's been fairly choppy. I haven't really taken too much this week. It's very weird how similar that is to oil. Alright, Goldie. Finding this support. We can liquidate this previous 5-minute high. That'll be a level of interest for us. Jimmy's joining. Where am I looking to get into gold? I'll be looking to see how we react if we can come and liquidate the previous 5-minute high. I won't really look for longs until, like, you know, we break maybe back above here, then we can drive it higher. But anywhere in here, it becomes very, very tricky. Even in here, it becomes tricky. But I would consider risky sells for it to have some nice volume. When you say 6%, let's say I get 150k account only trade gold. How many pips is that to pass? So you can just work it out, Maverick. So if you take one contract, 60 pips, it's going to be $600. So 2 contracts, 1,200, and so on. Let's not test my maths this early in the morning. But yeah, you're trading $10 per 10-cent move on gold. So $10 per tick or pip move. Let's see, there's 5 minutes just stalling. Does this 30 have a top wick either? Yeah, so no top wick on this 30 just yet. Which I would have preferred to have seen before I would be considering sells. Kind of got a little fair value gap there. If anyone trades them. sell confirmation if we can liquidate this high and give some bearish price action, which will be like maybe just the previous 15-minute high now. So if this 15-minute closes below our level, like this, that's totally fine. I'll wait for price to grab this current 15-minute high, and then we'll do the exact same thing. Hello, hello, bro. What's going on? But yeah, we don't really have any news in the Asian session today, which is quite nice. Nothing that should really stop us from taking some trades, which is good. We have unemployment claims later on, which is going to be pretty big for the US dollar. But yeah, other than that, we're looking to be in for a clear Asian session. So yeah, got US jobless claims 10:30 my time. Australian retail sales 11:30 AM. Interesting. Ooh, big day tomorrow. Big day tomorrow. UK GDP, French, German unemployment rates, European unemployment rates. Yeah, big day tomorrow. Oh yeah, and then you got US bank holiday 4th of July next week as well. Interesting. UK bank holiday in August. Yeah, so today and tomorrow are going to be some pretty volatile days. You guys can see it here. Big news, big news. What's your main strategy? What methods do you teach? My main strategy is trading retail traps and liquidity grabs. Retail traps, liquidity grabs, and then intraday momentum. So these are the trades that I took on Tuesday. Tuesday. I took a lot of trades on Tuesday. So this is the 2 Asian trades that we took. I actually recapped this on my YouTube channel, so you can feel free to check it out. But yeah, we're playing into these liquidity regions. Look at that. Liquidity gets grabbed to the lows. We took a 7 pip stop there, and then we made back like over 20 pips in that play. We took a 7 pip loss in London, trying to play up into this liquidity, and then made back 30 pips on this play in the US session. So pretty much just playing into liquidity regions. I got some nicer examples of trades that we took on the YouTube stream last week as well. So I mean, there's a lot of videos on the YouTube channel that you can watch recaps for. But yeah, it's mainly these liquidity traps. So for me here on this trend line, people who try and go long off the 3rd touch of a trend line, stops below 2nd touch. I'll basically say to everyone on stream, once we break this trend line, amazing, we're going to short into that. And then that's exactly what we did. So plays like that. These are all taken on stream as well. Not SMC. No, not SMC, man. I mean, I guess there's some concepts of SMC. I assume I've never really studied SMC, but it's mainly just trading liquidity grabs and overall bias of price grab in highs or lows before having a real move. So I'm looking to grab some liquidity of these highs, maybe in the US session if we get that news, and I'm also playing some liquidity regions into these lows as well. But yeah, I did make an entire video. I'll share it with you guys here on the gold day trading strategy as well. What time is it? 10 AM, 10:30. Where's the YouTube channel? People seem to enjoy. Alright, so 5 minutes bouncing off there, so which is good. Yeah, people seem to enjoy the day trading strategy. So I made one for NASDAQ in the US session as well. I'll share it here with you guys. I go into it in much more details in the community as well, but you can probably get a good understanding of it here. But yeah, in the community we trade like this in the London session every single day. and we're sitting up nicely for June, considering June's typically a quiet month for me. We're sitting up quite well for June. 5 minutes struggling at this support right now, which is nice because I want to see this have a little spike higher. But yeah, June has been a nice month. The biggest month I've taken in June is -7 pips, which is amazing. So you've had 10 wins, 7 losses, but the losses have been managed very, very well. So although I see 7 losses and I see my win rate's only 58%, I'm like, oh, it doesn't look that good. But these losses are not full losses. These are managed very, very well. Most of these losses, average stop loss on these would have been around like 15 to 20 pips. So an original stop loss of 20 pips being reduced to -2, -2, -6, 7, 4, and then you got winners of, 17, 20, 10, 20, 20, 30. So I don't really worry about this too much. I'm more so focused on this. So what was this? This is the one that we took yesterday. Yeah, that one there, which is nice. Very nice. Come on, Goldie. Give it some volume, man. Give it some volume. I want to see some nice volume this morning. Stolen. I need to update this at some point as well, because we've taken more trades, we've taken more winners on this, which I need to, this is the YouTube channel, which I'm going to update at some point as well. When did I last update this? 27th, yeah, we've taken 2 winners since then. Wait, no, that is the winners. Is that the winners? Yeah, 10 pips, yeah, that's them, yeah. So this last time we took a trade was on Tuesday in the Asian session. That one, that ripper move. Closed that way too early, but it was a lovely, lovely move. Closed it early and only used half risk. I ended up running like over 40 pips, which was a great, great call. Yeah, let's just see if gold can spike out these highs. So we're gonna get this 30 close in less than a minute, which is good as long as this 15 doesn't rip up too high, because then it's gonna leave a 30 bottom wick. Ideally this 15, oh sorry, wrong chart. Why is McDonald's sending me notifications? So yeah. So I don't really want to see this grabbed right now, because that's going to leave a pretty big bottom wick here on this 30. I want this 5 minute, yeah, to close like this, give a nice 30 body close, and then we can look for this spike up early on in this next 30, create a top wick, and then we can look for that to drive lower into that support. We will have to be break even, like, here around 20 pips, but I am looking for this to have a steeper drive. How are you able to stay patient? This is my biggest issue. Maverick, less is more, man. Less is more in this game. More trades doesn't mean more money. I probably average 1 to 2, sometimes 3 trades a day. Like on Tuesday I had 4 trades. Some days I could have none. But patience doesn't really I used to worry about patience a lot, but now I've got my trading plan to a point of either my trade's there or it's not. So patience doesn't really come into it. If my trade's not setting up, it's not following my plan, then there's simply no trade. But yeah, patience, don't get me wrong, patience is a very, very hard thing to master, but you just have to understand that less is more in this game. More trades does not equal more money. The people that you see fail the most at trading is the ones that, you know, you see their screenshots and they're taking like 10 trades there. Their terminal's just flooded with trades. That's just stupid. Less is more. Especially when you guys become funded traders. You get funded 100k, 150k account. You make 3, 4, 5% a month. You're talking $5,000 plus a month. And it's not very hard to catch 1 to 2 of them a month. But yeah, patience comes with time, man. Patience comes with time. But like I say, I can have one day I can have no trades, the next day I could have 4. But the most important part is when I have them days where there's no trades and I know price isn't really shaping up. If I force a trade and I take a loss the next day, which ends up being the good day, I'm chasing back the shit trades I took the previous day. So now I just don't do anything. It's the days where you know you shouldn't be taking something. You end up taking a trade, you end up taking a loss, and you kick yourself, and then tomorrow you're trying to make back that shit trade when there's good volume in the markets. So it's really important. Really, really important. Yeah, so like this month, we're setting up like, you know, almost 110 pips. So if you trade one contract, and these are just trades in the London session, trade one contract, it's about like $1,000. 4 contracts, 4,000. Still a very, very small position. These are all in the London and Asian session as well. And London this month has actually been very, very quiet. This is a much quieter month for me. Big moves coming in the US session. Last month we did like almost 200 pips. We only had 3 losses last month. So last month we ended up making more money with less trades. So that's a great example. So we had less trades, but we had much more volume. And in June, so like sitting around 198, we had like a 70 pip run. What was that? That was on pound yen. Yeah, look at that. Huge position. It was all taken. This one was actually taken on YouTube. And close that. 70 pips. 60, 30. So total of 200 for the month. In a lot less positions. And then you look at June. We've had a lot more, but a lot less follow through. So last month's a great example of why less is more. But like I say, you just need to know your data. You need to know your data. You need to know your plan, and you have to trust the plan. Build a plan, trust it, and trade it, and that's it. So we're pushing up on this current 5. The closer we get to this 5, the more I want to see this spiked out. We've now created a nice top wick on this 30. So we could see this fill in this wick. I'll look to short in this wick fill and back down into this support. Once I see how we're going to react once we grab this high. Let's see, pushing up nicely now, look at that. Ended up flipping bullish in the last 5 seconds of that current 5 on gold. Which is what Goldie does. I can't look at longs just yet. The range is too tight for me to want to look at longs. You know, because you've got support there as well. We're going to come into some issues right there. But this is where I want to see if we can take it lower. So that push down, create a new low, having that retracement, liquidated the previous high. So it could be a potential lower low to have a drive back down into here and come all the way back down. But yeah, this 5 is following the plan so far. It's doing exactly what we want, exactly what we've set out. Now we just want to see if we're going to get this confirmation. What time is it? Where's my clock? I'll have my clock up. There we go. 8:35 New York, 1:35 a.m. London time, which is good. All right, so we're grabbing that previous 5-minute high now, which is nice. Let's see how we're going to react around here. This is the high that we needed to see grab before we could consider shorts. Now, the only thing is this hourly is going to be interesting now. Yeah, so it's leaving a big wick. Unless we break above this aggressively, I'll look to take it higher. But let's just see how this 15 is going to go and see how we're going to react around this high. Because this is our first level where we have to short it. It's trading below this support, grabbing the previous 5. So we have to be open to shorts before we can consider longs, unless we break above. Angel, what's going on, man? Good to have you on Zoom. Do you always live trade Asia? Every Tuesday and Thursday. Every Tuesday and Thursday, man. We've had some great plays in Asia though. We've had some really good plays. Asia's had some nicer volume than London, I would say. But yeah, Asia. I made a video about how to trade the Asian session. Asia can be. Oh, this is nice. This is nice. Let's just see how this is going to react here. Today is Wednesday, not Thursday. Andrew, for you, it is. For me, in Australia, it is Thursday. Oh, yeah, so wait. No, that's right, that's right. So for the Asia session, every Asian Tuesday and Thursday. But for you guys in different time zones, it'll probably be every Tuesday and Wednesday, depending on where you are. I mean, for the European guys, if anyone is up from Europe, it'll be your Thursday as well. Canada time zone yet. What time is it? I assume it's what, like around 9-10 p.m? Yeah. Yeah, so you guys have an amazing trading hours. Yeah, it's pretty good, Andrew. It's quite good, man. I'm here in Brisbane. It's 20 to 11 in the morning right now. So I can trade. I trade Asia for like 2 hours max, and then I come back for the London session at like 4 p.m. I'll trade the London session for like 2 hours maybe, 2-3 hours max. And then if I want to, I can watch a little bit of like New York Open. So you can pretty much hit all 3 sessions in Australia. I think a lot of Australians have the misconception that it's very hard to trade here. But being in Australia, it's actually got some of the best time zones. Especially if you live somewhere like, if you live in Perth, I think it's even better. So in Perth right now, it's 8 a.m. in Perth. So you get up at like 7:30, you trade Asia, and then you can hit London a lot earlier, and then you could also catch New York if you want. So you can hit all 3. Not that you need to. Why you trade Asian? I just like it, man. I get good moves. Good moves that follow the plan. You get some good volume. Well, I mean, not volume compared to, US. But yeah, I've caught some great Asian plays. We had a really nice Asia play on Tuesday. On stream. Where was she? Yeah, there. Had a really nice run. So I closed that too early, but like I say, Asia, yeah, like that right there. All in Asia. This in Asia. So yeah, I like Asia. It has less volume than New York, obviously, but sometimes it moves a lot cleaner. But I think people underestimate Asia a little bit. People think Asia's slow, boring, doesn't really do anything, which can be true, but Asia can also give some great volume. Thoughts on AJ? We'll have a look, man. We'll have a look. What time is Australia when New York Open? So 9:30 Open is around 11:30 p.m. So if you trade pre-New York, you maybe start watching it around like 9:30 p.m. But the actual 9:30 Open, yeah, it's 11:30 p.m. AJ, let's have a look now. What are you looking for? Anything in particular, Angel, on AJ? Ooh, that's a nice push. Look at that. That's a lovely liquidity grab. When was that? Was that this morning? Sales, yeah, nice man. What time was that? That was yeah, 1. That was a nice play, man. That was a really nice liquidity grab. So you probably get shorts on AJ into these lows. We have already liquidated them highs, so I'd probably see if maybe you can spike out here. There's some Australian news today. In like an hour. You got some Australian news? Australian retail sales, which could probably give some volume. But yeah, I'd probably see how we react around that high to have that drop into some lows. But that right there was a lovely liquidity grab. Don't know if you were on the charts then, but yeah, that was clean. That was lovely. All right, so that 5 minutes just flipped bearish on Goldie, which is exactly what we want. How long we got to this 15? So yeah, we're coming into the last 5 of the 15 now. So this 5 is going to be the key. Trade Asia. All heard about Asia's session is bad. Nah, Asia's not bad, man. People underestimate the Asian session. Never underestimate the Asian session. Asia gives us the goods. Recently, the past maybe week or two, Asia has had better volume than London. Had cleaner moves than London. So what we got? We got 6 pips into them lows. Only 20 into theirs. It's a tight range. If this current 5 can reflip bearish, I would consider something. So you'd have like a nice tight stop of like 5 pips. You should be taking a sell order below the current low. If this current 5 doesn't flip bearish, you just cancel. This 15 starting to leave this pretty nice wick. I'm not going to put this order in just yet. I'll tell you guys if I put this order in. I see good real trader Asian. Snake trader, thank you man, appreciate it. Trying to bring some more reality and genuineness to the industry. The industry's full of bullshit for the most part. So I like trading live and showing everyone what's possible, especially in Asia. We're opening the eyes to the fact that Asia can have good volume. But when I am trading Asia, I'm only trading gold. Alright, let's see. 1 minute. If this current 5 doesn't flip bearish, then she's not ready just yet. So we do still have all these untested wicks up here as well. But we've liquidated that previous 5 that we wanted to see. But the fact that we've also now just liquidated that previous 5 minute low and not actually closed bearish just yet shows me that we may not be ready. We may need to spike up a little bit more. But this is the last 5 of this 15, so this is the 5 that's important. The reason I'm not so inclined to jump in this order right now is because we have to break even at this support, which is only 4 pips, which is a very, very tight range. You know, I do want to run it lower, but I'm not ignoring the fact that this is a level where price could touch and go against me. And that's what you have to be doing. You've got to be understanding the markets from that neutral perspective. Even though I want to jump in shorts, I'm not ignoring that this is a level. If I jump in shorts, I can't be pissed off if we bounce from here and run higher. If I decide to take that trade, that's on me. If the range is too small and I decide to take it, that's my problem. Let's see, we've got 30 seconds till this is going to close. See if gold has that last spike right at a couple of seconds. Oh, nice 1 minute there. Hello. Sammy's coming to join the party. 20 seconds. Yeah, let's just wait for this 5 and 15 to close. Come here, buddy. Look, come here. Say hello to YouTube. Oh, you're heavy, mate. Look. Say hello. Bye, mate. So yeah. Alright, yeah. So that 5 didn't flip bearish, so I think we could potentially see a little spike higher. The range is just too tight for me to want to jump in longs. If okay to ask, yeah, of course, ask anything you want, man. SMC/ICT, an element of ICT, but more so just trading liquidity in terms of double tops, double bottoms, and like retail traps of trend lines. Like most of my trades that I've taken are just based off playing price into key liquidity regions. So like if I see like something like this, it's basically what I'm saying is, you know, everyone's trying to jump in short here, stops above the previous high, and I'm basically looking to buy into that. So like there I was buying into that high, there I was trying to sell it back down into this low. Here I was trying to buy it back into that high, and ended up giving it there. But the nicest example was probably this one last week. This was the Asia trade, where we had this trend line. I was basically saying on stream, anyone trying to jump in longs off the third touch of that trend line has their stops just below there. So I'm shorting into that. So, and exactly the same, we ran the highs in the London session. We're buying back into that previous high because this is a level where everyone's trying to short this resistance, and they have their stop sitting just above there. So I'm also wanting to buy into that. When we're seeing them rejections, you know, it can look like at the time really fucking stupid. You could be like, people could be like, you know, why the hell are you buying right now? We're trading at a level of resistance. Why are you buying at resistance? And the reason I'm buying at resistance is because we hadn't liquidated any highs before having that real move. So that's where then you get that amazing volume. So everyone jumping in shorts gets spiked out, and beautiful. So if you look back on gold, the amount of times that price grabs a high or low before a real move is like 90% of the time. 90% of the time before we're gonna have a real move, we have to liquidate some lows. So this is why I think this low is gonna be targeted. And the same as I think I wanna be buying into these highs maybe later on today or tomorrow when we get that US news. So yeah, buying into previous levels of support and resistance that hasn't had any liquidity grabs. And then once you get them liquidity grabs, then I'm trading like the 5-minute breakouts of them. But I haven't actually watched that many ICT videos. It's definitely on my to-do list because I think there's probably a lot of things I could add to my arsenal. But I just haven't really had the time. But I do like ICT concepts. I don't know what the difference is between SMC and ICT. I think a lot of SMC traders have just regurgitated most of what ICT's already said and don't give him enough credit. But yeah, I don't trade, like, you know, I don't really trade like, what else does he use? Maybe order blocks. I don't really know what they are. I don't really trade them. I don't really have a need to trade them. It's just basically just trading, you know, intraday intraday breakouts with overall liquidity grabs. So, you know, if I'm trying to buy gold, you know, maybe back up into these highs, I just wait for price to break above this level and I'm following it up into that liquidity. But understanding the liquidity is the most important part of the plan. Isn't SMC not the same as ICT? Yeah, maybe, man. I don't really know. It's like they have a cult going on, man. I don't know. you can't really talk about them. They have a cult, and all of the SMC traders will come after me. I trade based on supply and demand. Yeah, nice, man. Nice. Order box this image area supply and demand. Yeah, nice. Nice. I'm more about simplicity. I think a lot of SMC concepts are just, you know, analysis paralysis, like just too many technicals. They spend more time drawing fancy technicals than they do just taking a trade. Analysis paralysis is a real thing these days. Everyone's just so fixated on these fancy Instagram technicals and having the picture perfect pinpoint entry, whereas that's the reason that most people are failing these days. You want to get in at the exact right point, and you want to get out at the right point, and you want to have the tightest stop loss because you want to pass your challenge in one trade. Well, unfortunately, that's not the way you're going to succeed. I'm just simplicity. I have my double tops, double bottoms. If intraday breaks with nice momentum into them levels, amazing, I'll take it. And if not, I take the loss, I suck it up, and I take the other side. So this is like an exact example of the 2 trades we took in Asia last week. So I'm very much, I'm only about just trading what you see. I'm all about reacting. I don't like to predict. I think too many traders try and predict these days. They try and predict that price is going to grab these highs. Whereas I won't grab these highs until price breaks above my levels. So an example here is I was like, okay, cool. I think price may come and grab this low, but I won't short it until the 5-minute flips bearish. So the 5-minute flip bearish, okay, cool, amazing. It's broken that support, I'm going to take that sell. If it doesn't work out, the second that it doesn't, I close my position. So my original stop on this trade was like around here. And the second 5-minute flip bullish, I was like, you know what? It's broken back above this level, fake out, cool, amazing, cut it. I don't give a shit, cut it straight away. And then the second that I was basically saying, this price breaks above this resistance, as soon as we get a closure, amazing, close above the resistance, I'll take it back up to the highs. So I'm all about trading exactly what you see. Trading exactly what you see, don't think too much. You know, get in the zone. If price is breaking bullish, you go long. If price is breaking bearish, you go short. I don't care where the markets are going to go. I take it wherever it breaks out. Instagram told me I should trade 10 lots on a 5k account. No, that's too small, man. 100 lots on a 5k account. I've watched a few vids on ICT, but it's more the same with just different complex names. Yeah, that's what it is most of the part, man. Most of these concepts are just fancy names to sell stuff, to be honest. Like fancy names for just support and resistance. Like whatever happened to just being okay with trading support and resistance? Supply and demand that I haven't actually looked ever too much into, so maybe it's something I'll explore one day. It's all based off Wyckoff and supply and demand. Yeah, man. Yeah, Wyckoff is intense. I've had a brief look into that before. It's very, very complex. Well, maybe it's not. It just looks quite complex. But I think Wyckoff is, you know, an element of liquidity, right? Grabbing lows and highs before a real move, I believe. Like when you see price in the big ranges, if we're going to have a move down, you always see price grab the highs and then have that move down. Or if we're going to rip higher in a range, you always see it liquidate the lows and then have that move. I think it's like somewhat similar to that. What about secret moving average crossovers? Yeah, I've got some secret ones here, if I just show you. Here. So I got some secret crossovers here. Pay me 10,000 and I'll tell you what these are. So look at these on the 30. Look at that. I don't know, look at that. Oh, fake out. Yeah, so yeah, $10,000. Look at that. Touch into that top one. Oh. So if you'd taken a short off my secret moving average, 500 pips. The secrets. The secret moving averages, the secret indicators. Come on, gold. Do something, man. We're coming close to that 2 a.m. London time, which is our prime trading time. See if we can just break out this range. But the reason I haven't jumped in anything just yet for the guys waiting for me to take trade is the 5 minute just needs to show me more volume. Nothing worse than getting stuck in a trade and the 5 minutes doing this. But as soon as we get a nice 5 minute impulse, either break to highs or break to lows, amazing, we're going to look for that continuation. Whichever way we break out, I don't care, I'm going to take it. If we break to the upside, amazing, we could maybe take it back up to like 19,115 is a potentially nice level, maybe back up to this high. If we break to the lows, then like I say, we could be shorting it down into here and here. But we need price to break out of this range. We're coming close to the last 5 minutes of the hourly. And that's usually when you get a nice spike in volume. Right before the hourly close, price could look pretty bearish or bullish. Then on gold, 1 hourly candle can change anything. So if anything on gold, you know, we create that bottom wick, no top wick in this current hourly. It's looking like we may flip back up to this left shoulder head, right shoulder. So if we do get that 5 minute breakout, amazing, we'll consider it. So 5 minutes just broken this minor resistance here, creating a little bottom wick. If I was a crazy mofo, I'd be buying this now, but there's not enough volume, so you can have a buy stop above, and you can have a stop loss like this, and then you could be looking to target like these lows up there for like 20 pips, nice 1-to-4 risk reward. Hello. Oh, what are you trying to say?
Love you.
Calling me a nerd. Thanks.
I was like to buy snacks for the training packs. So.
You had to buy what?
Like little lollies for the training.
For this. Straight to the door.
From thank the government taxed.
Thanks. We take them downstairs, otherwise I'll eat them now and then fasting.
You're fasting?
Yep.
Oh.
Thank you.
So send me to me a toy?
No, where is it?
It's gone mental with it.
Samson?
Yeah, she put treats in the mouth.
Oh, wow. Thank you. Would you be able to stick the coffee machine on, please?
Yeah.
Thank you. Do you look at where price has reacted to a place more than your zones? Did you say that correctly? Thank you. Yeah, pretty much, man. So I'll look at like support and resistance that's been tapped quite a few times but hasn't yet been grabbed. And whenever I see that, that's like a level that I am very keen to trade into. So like if I see, let me just make this a little bit bigger. If we just get rid of this, just get this over here. Oh, here's a good example yesterday, actually. Here's a lovely example yesterday. So you see, let me just get it like this. So I kind of did get grabbed, it was very messy. So like here, is I was waiting for this to get grabbed before considering some shorts because price had just tapped into this resistance so many times without spiking any highs. So I already know a lot of retail traders are looking to short that resistance, you know, maybe play it back down to 1900. So whenever I see that, if there's good clean price action, I'm want to buy into that resistance because the amount of times that we've respected this without grabbing the previous high, this high and this high is huge. Exactly the same here, look. Before we had this big drop, what did we do? We created that false resistance, price created a double top. We had that initial push back down, so people jumping in shorts got their stops just above here. Price wicks out the short, boom. Beautiful, that actually would have been a lovely entry. I didn't see that entry. What time was that? 10:30. Yeah, I don't trade that late into London, but that was a, there you go, you just got a 50 pip move. So there's one right there where retail traders are trying to do something like this, stops like this, looking to play this back down, whereas I want to be entering once that 5 minute flips bearish, stops above, and then you play it down into that next. So that's one there. And these literally just happened yesterday as well. So that there, exactly, there you go. So if you had your stop above that previous high, you've just wicked out that high, or if you've even got it above that high, then that's eventually going to get grabbed. See, there you go, gets grabbed and then has that even bigger push all the way back down. No, I'm not in that gold trade, guys. I just drew it up. I would have liked to have been in it, but I need to see more volume. I'm going to wait for the hourly close. Yeah, see, look at that, having a nice spike. If anyone did take that, good job. I didn't. The range was too tight for me, but as soon as we get this closure, yeah, I want to be taking that. If anyone did take this, let me know. It's a nice little quick call. But the reason that I was mentioning longs is because that hourly was given signs of flipping bullish, and this is the last, there you go, now that hourly is flipping bullish. And this is the last 5 of the hourly, and this is when typically gold has the biggest move. So if anyone is in that, you want to be stops to break even, you maybe consider taking some profit around 15 pips. And then you want to run it back up into that support. As soon as we get a nice closure here, I'll be looking for the same. So you're currently looking for liquidity grabs before shorting. Yeah, pretty much, man. Price grabbing highs or lows before having the real move. That's the element. That's a nice push. Did anyone take this? I bet some crazy mofo took that. I did not take it. We're gonna get this hourly close in 25 seconds. So as you can see, up until the last 5 minutes on gold, we were very, very bearish. The last 5 minute comes in, completely changes everything. So we're gonna get a nice closure here in 8 minutes. See if we can come back down and create a bottom wick, and I'll look for some buys on the break of the high. Let me just get this chart up a little bit bigger. All right, 5 minutes just closed. Instant push up, no bottom wick, so I can't take it just yet. I would have needed to see it create a bottom wick first. Come back down, give us a bottom wick, and I'll look to take it. I would have wanted to see this 5 open and push straight down, to be honest. So we've got no bottom wick in this current hourly, so we need to come down in this hour. See, no bottom wick. Let's go to the 15 now. Yeah, look at that, 15. bouncing off that level, really nice. So the 50 needs to come and create a bottom wick first, and then we can consider breaks of the highs for that play back up into these levels. As long as the pip move is worth it, you know, we got to be break even at 12 pips. Not huge, but it's not bad. If anyone did take this buy from these regions, you definitely want to be at break even because this 15 could create a bottom wick, so you want to take some risk off the table. So ideally, you know, this 5 minute close is nice and strong. The next 5 minute comes and grabs the previous 5 minute low, and then we look for that bounce out of there. Right, give me 2 seconds, guys. I'm gonna wait for this 5 minute close. I'm gonna grab a quick coffee. I did, yes. Frank, good job, man. You're making some bank already this morning on the stream. Good job. Did I miss anything? No, not yet, man, not yet. We've been looking for this long in gold, but I needed this 5 to give us a quick bottom wick. Bottom wick on this 15 to take this higher. I did, yes, and closed. Good job, man. Good job. You would have just made, see, you created a little double top there, made like 16 pips. Hey, 16 pips in the Asian session is not bad, man. Not bad. 16 pips is good. Some people get excited about 16 pips in the US session, so hey, you just made it in Asia. As soon as we get, oh, look at this. So if we don't grab this double top and price in the next 5 minutes instantly pushes down, I'm buying into this as a first target. I think this is going to get grabbed nicely now. Hopefully we don't do it right now. Hopefully we just leave that double top open. Give us the quick bottom wick. Oh, don't do it, you motherfucker. Don't do it. Don't do it, Goldie. Because if we do get these buys, you know, break-even point will be here. But we could easily see us run these highs. Oh, don't do it. Don't you do it. Leave it open. Leave this double top open. Quick bottom wick to grab the previous 5. And we will be looking for longs. You never know, you could get runners, if you get the volume in Asia, runners back up to 1914. If this 5 minute opens, it gives us an instant bottom wick, guys, we're going to be looking for some longs. So have longs on the ready in 10 seconds. I want to see this 5 close with an instant bottom wick. See, we've grabbed, on my broker, we've already grabbed that high. It's fine, I can still look to buy instant, but we have actually grabbed that high for me. Oh, there you go, just spiked out again. No, there's no bottom wick on this. There's no bottom wick on this 5 either. So we've just grabbed that double top, which is fine. It's fine. I would like to see this previous 5 minute low just wicked out. But if it just pushes, you know, we just gotta let it run. I just really need a bottom wick. as long as we don't tap into our TP area, then we can still look for this play. So yeah, the 5 minute did flip bullish there. If we weren't into instant support there, the longs from there would have actually been really nice. But it's okay. It's okay. It's all right. Relax. We've still got time. If you look at gold on the 30, we're just still in this range, so we still have much bigger opportunities to come. Yeah, so we haven't actually. So look, we've just called like a lovely move in here when the 30 minute hasn't actually even done anything, which is good. That's what we want. Now we just want to see this give us a bottom wick, and I'll be buying this straight back up. So even before this little move up, you still had that little intraday liquidity grab the previous 5 minute low. This is why I never take the first bounce on support and resistance. Even if you are going to drop, say if this 5 minute left a wick and you're going to drop, you still spike it out one more time. Even to short it, because we have no bottom wick and either these lows, shorting into them lows, the risk to roll doesn't really make sense just yet. But if anyone did take the longs from here, I would just be trailing stop. You can have your trailed stop like below this current 5 now. That was a nice play, really nice play. Look, you just hit 20 pips in Asia, look at that. And hey, people said Asia doesn't have volume. Well, I'm here to tell you guys it does. I'm getting old, I need to sit down. Alright, so there we go. Now we are finding that resistance and getting a bottom weight, then we come a little bit lower. So we just create a bottom wick on this current 5 now. Retesting this level. We're grabbing these highs. We've tapped into this previous 15 minute high. Seriously. Angel AJ is still pushing higher as well. There's no flipping bearish on the shorts just yet. I mean, you could have had shorts from there, but it's not really moved. We got that Australian dollar news in about 20 minutes as well. Might get rejected at 19.11.4. Yeah, it's nice, man. It's nice. You got that high there. 19.11.4, which is yeah, it's a nice level, man. So you can see. I mean, you can see just by like all of these wicks. Oh, what the fuck is that? Don't do that. You just see by like all of these wicks here, how key of a level this is. So we do have to be careful in here. So just grab that previous 5. But the power of the way that we will be trading is we'll be buying off the breaks of the highs. So if we don't re-break the highs, then we don't take the trade, we don't take the loss. So if you take buys in the break of this current at 5, it just keeps rolling over, then you just delete the order. So for maybe anyone new tuning into the stream, I only trade with buy and sell stops. Sometimes market execute, but for the most part, only buy and sell stops. Not limits, stops. Like if we were trading this, you had a buy stop on the break of the high. So if you re-break them highs, amazing, you get tagged. But if you don't re-break the highs, then you don't get triggered, you don't take the loss. Let's just see. So this 5 minutes create a nice bottom wick now. Has just closed doji. I would still love to see this 5 minute low grabbed. That is because that's a wick on the 15. So the 15 doesn't actually have a bottom wick. Does the 30? Yeah, neither does the 30, which is slightly worrying. If we don't re-break these highs, you could potentially short it back down into these levels now. You almost got black coffee on my white top step hoodie. Someone's out to get us today. What time is it? 10 past. Yeah, 10 past 2. So 10 past 2. This is good though. This is most of our Asian trades come around this time. So we had gold buys in the Asian session, 2:35 London time. So in 35 minutes. So we still got time for me. I'm happy to sit. I'm going to stick to my trading hours. You know, I usually cut off Asia by like the hour. So I'm still happy to sit here for the next hour. I don't think we've missed anything just yet. I still think we're going to get some opportunities. So we want to keep that mind fresh, neutral, and open to new possibilities. 10 past 9 EST for me. Yeah, nice man, nice. It's good. It's a nice time, nice evening time to trade. It's 11 AM for me here. All right, 5-minute fading to break previous 5-minute high, pushing lower. 47 people tuning in. Where are YouTube guys? Where are most of you people from? Are you guys from Australia, America? A mix. I assume there's not many European guys because it's like 2 AM in London right now. Hello, Sammy. Was that from the little shop at the shopping centre?
The little shop. There's treats in it.
Yeah, I can see it's all over my carpet.
No, they'll clean it up.
I'm from London. There you go. Someone's in London. Nice. What time is it? Yeah, 2:15 in London. Nice. With Florida. Nice. I've never been to Florida. I'd love to visit Florida though. Florida looks beautiful, man. I'd love to visit. I'd love to do a US trip. So if ever you guys are based in the US, I'd love to come across the US at some point. Colombia, nice. Costa Rica, Washington, very nice, very nice. Costa Rica. What time is it in Costa Rica? Costa Rica time. 7 PM, yeah, nice. Very nice. People from all over. Colombia, Atlanta, Georgia, nice. Scotland, but in Vietnam. Hey, nice man, nice. I'm half Scottish. My mum is from Scotland. You should come to Costa Rica. Oh yeah, 2 people from Costa Rica. Yeah, nice man. Yeah, I'd love to come to Costa Rica. I never been. Let me Google it. I assume it's a beautiful place though. Sounds like it has pretty good trading times as well. But yeah, I really want to do a US trip this year. Born in London, currently living in the Netherlands. Very nice. Go through my trading view color scheme. Yeah, absolutely, man. Absolutely. So just something I curated and custom. Oh, don't do that. And customized. I kind of have like a gradient going on, and I prefer my candles to be blue and white than red and green for emotion reasons. Color. Where are we? Yeah, so I got this gradient of like a dark going into like a grey here. You got there. Now that one. And I have the grid lines on. And then my colours are just, yeah, blue and white. I like to keep it clean. Angel, I am, man. I am. For my marketing business. Is gold sales now potential sell trade? Not yet, man. Not yet. Soon. I am still looking for trades, don't worry. I'm still looking for trades, man. Not for trading, no, man. My trading businesses are still run back home. So I'm a dual citizen. From Nigeria, nice man, nice. Where are you from? I'm also I'm from a little place called Jersey. Jersey Channel Islands, if anyone knows where that is, just off the UK. But I live here in Brisbane, Australia now. So I'll show you guys where I'm from. I'm from this tiny little island where most people, even in the UK, don't even know where it is. Right here. It doesn't even show up on the world map because it's that small. Look, I'll show you guys how small this is. I'm closer to France than the UK, but technically, you know, I just say I'm from the UK because it's part of the UK. Why are we lagging so much? So yeah, you can't even see it. So Jersey's a tiny little island there. So it's basically in the Cope of France. You know, you've got UK just up there. But now, Ooh, gold pushing higher in this current 5. Now I live all the way down here. Yeah. So this 5 has, so this 15 is now created bottom weight pushing higher. I would have loved to have just seen this. We haven't grabbed any previous 5-minute lows, so I can't catch this just yet. But this is nice, yeah, this is a big push. If anyone's running these longs, good job. It's a very nice call. Unfortunately, just couldn't catch an entry just yet. Which is annoying, because I would have liked to have been riding this. If this 5-minute had just given us a bottom wick, we'd be running longs from here. If this 5-minute just grabbed the previous 5-minute low, I'd be running longs from there. Did news come out? No, so we have news in about 15 minutes. But look at this. This is a lovely push. See, this is like almost 40 pips in Asia. Running longs. Where do you think a good target is? Good man. I'd be considering some profit here. Depending on your entry, you could just trail stop. I wouldn't just close for the sake of it. But I would be considering managing risk around here. But the overall target is to long it up into this resistance. But depending on your entry, you know, you could just trail and stop. But this was kind of my level where I would be considering taking profit. Close too soon? Yeah, never just close. Just trail. Like, whenever you get the emotion of, fuck, I want to close, I want to lock in my profits, just trail an aggressive stop. And if it stops you out, well, you were going to close anyway. And if it keeps on running, well, then you make more profit. Ooh, AJ breaking up, pushing higher. Ah, gold, man. That was a play. AJ just spiked. Yeah, just spiked, man. Pre-Australian Pool news. But yeah, I never close, and I never, very rarely manually close, and I never ever set physical TPs. I haven't set a physical take profit in a very, very long time. Because if price keeps running, you're just limiting what you can take out of the markets. If you see prices pushed up nicely, and you go, you know what, I really just want to close this, I really just want to take my profit, just trail. So if you really wanted to close here, you're now pushing even more. If you want to trail aggressive, you could be aggressive, it stops you out, well, you're going to close anyway, so who gives a shit? Run along, so yeah, good man. Up 2.5 this session, good stuff, man. Very, very good. I wish I was running this with you. We've called this entire long move up, but catching this entry has been a fucking pain in my ass. I was about to buy stocks above the previous 15 wick. Yeah, man, would have been nice. Would have been nice. I would be riding this up if we had just liquidated some previous 5-minute highs. As soon as we broke above our level, we just instantly pushed up. We didn't get any bottom wick. And I don't buy off like the rip off momentum like that in the Asian session. It's very rare to Asia to just break above a level and just keep pushing. But it's a nice move. It's a good move. This is why Asia has the moves. Asia, for some part, can have cleaner moves than US. This is a cleaner move than all of US yesterday. It's not a huge move, but you take a look at how many pips are back off this support we were trading. That's 45 pips in the Asian session. It's amazing. You trade that one contract, you're up like $450. 2 contracts, 900. Amazing. Amazing, amazing, amazing. But yeah, this is good. This is good. I didn't get to catch the entry, but I called this entire move very, very well. Just simple levels, simple liquidity grabs. We broke the highs. We created a double double top. If we had just wicked down a little bit more, I would have been buying into that double top and we'd be moving this nicely. I can't be mad that I missed my entry. I didn't get it, so I just gotta let it do its thing. But it is what it is. Yeah, it's similar, man. So one contract is $10 per 10-cent move. So $10 per pip and tick move. So you catch a 10 pip move, $100. 40 pip move, $400. I'll make more money during the New York session for me. Yeah, that's good, man. Yeah, New York session definitely has more volume. But this is why I like trading Asia. Like, this is a really clean move up. You usually see more liquidity grabs than this because the Asia needs more liquidity, but it had the run, so yeah, it was really nice, man. Getting FOMO now, missed the entry, but it'll be more potential still in this session. Maybe, man, maybe. It could still come up into this resistance, but there's no FOMO. It didn't liquidate any previous 5-minute lows before having this current move up. So this is the first candle that broke above our level, and that's the first confirmation. So that's the first confirmation. The second confirmation would be to get the bottom wick to quickly retest these to flip out of that. So we didn't get that second confirmation. So once we broke above our level, we just pushed. If it was the US session, yeah, you know, I could argue just buying off the rip. But because it's the Asian session, I don't really like to do that. Because it's very common that Asia needs to grab a little bit more liquidity. You know, we got that news in 10 minutes, so... But yeah, I don't think I missed the move. I'm going to stick to my trading hours, which will be for another 40 minutes. If we get something else, amazing. If not, we live to trade another day. And that's all we can do. But yeah, we'll be trading live in the London session as well. For you guys on Zoom. But if anyone did catch this move, you enjoyed today's analysis, remember drop a little like for the stream. I'll start doing some more Asian streams moving forward. We'll start taking over the trading streaming world one day at a time. I got more trading and travel content coming soon as well. I just need to find the time to actually edit it. Again, look, so now price has broken above this level, currently retesting. So I mean, could you get more volume to buy off the rip again? Maybe, but stop loss placement now, you know, would have to be like down here. And you got to be, so if you were to take buys in the break of the highs, you got to be break even around 5 pips, and stop loss has to be like 23, which is way too big. Couldn't use push higher on gold. Yeah, we'll have to see, man. This is a nice pre-news move. My next target would be to come and liquidate this previous 15-minute high over here, around like 1913. If the news can come out and give us a quick spike down, you know, I will look for this continuation. Even this 15, once we broke out of this little range, this is the 15 where we just wanted a quick bottom wick, like I was saying, and then we would be running this move. But yeah, don't have FOMO, don't think you've missed the move. You can't control that. Price broke above your level, didn't give you a bottom wick. Part of the fun. Part of the fun. Has AJ just had that third drive into the high? Yeah, nice, had a little third drive into a little fake out there. But yeah, session's not done for me. I will not stop the session until it stops my trading hours. Which is for another about 40 minutes. So I'm going to sit here, I'm going to stick to the plan, stick to my trading hours. If we get some more moves at this news, amazing, we will still take it. But don't think you've missed the move. There's no such thing as missing the move. No such thing. It's just a limiting belief. There's always another trade right around the corner. You got to keep that mind fresh, ready to go at all times. Don't think you missed the move. Don't get pissed off. Stay neutral. Get ready. And anything can change. One 5-minute candle can change everything. But if anyone did catch this long, amazing. You'd probably just stopped out at like a trail TP of like, you know, 28, 30 pips, which is beautiful. Beautiful. So this is, we're now around that original left shoulder, head, right shoulder formation that we were talking about when we were trading all the way down here, which is really nice. So the analysis is playing out very well. So that 5-minute low doesn't interest me now. If we don't flip bullish in this current 5, and we can come and liquidate this 5, amazing. How long have you been a consistent profitable trader? I've been trading full time now for about 3 years, man. 5 years in total. 5-minute flipping bullish. I'm 28 years old now. 28 years young, I should say. I've been trading since I was about 22, 23. Towards the end of my university, I started getting into trading. Sucked at trading for the first 2 years. Didn't make a single penny. Not one single penny in the first 2 years. Who else? You know, that's why when people like join the streams and stuff, and I say to people, how long have you been trading? And people say like a year and a half, 2 years, still not profitable. I'm like, fuck, that's amazing. That's okay. Even if it takes you 4 years. Amazing. What did you study in uni? I studied business of entrepreneurship. It was a pretty, I don't want to say pointless degree, but the only reason I did it is because it was all paid for by the government, and it gave me more time to think about what I wanted to do. Because when I left school, I just went straight into work at like 17, 18. I just went straight into 9 to 5 and fucking hated it. I did that for like 3 years. And then at like 21, I think I was when I went to uni, I was like, you know what? I need to sort my shit out. I need to figure something out. So uni bought me some time to figure out what I want to do, and I was fortunate enough to find about trading. Even though I found out about trading in the worst possible ways, through all these Instagram gurus, it still got me to this point now. So I'm lucky for all the trading scammers on Instagram. So we got a top wick on this current 5, so I think we're going to spike out this previous 5-minute low, which is the low that once we grab, I'll consider buys on the break of this current high. And stop loss will be like maybe down here. And we'll be looking to play it back up into here and back up into here. I just want to see us wick that previous 5-minute low, which we've been waiting for to do down here. And we will be looking for a buy stop on the break. Stop loss will be around about 20 pips. And we'll be playing it back up into here. It's not great. It's a pretty shit risk to reward actually. Well, if we can, once we liquidate this low, let me just go with this. So once we grab this low, if we then re-break the highs, then stop loss can essentially go below wherever this liquidity grab is going to be. Doesn't really need to be all the way down here. If we spike out these, re-break these highs, stop loss will be wherever this liquidity grab is going to be. And I think that should be more than enough. If we come and re-break that low after re-breaking the highs, then we don't want to be in the trade anyway. Got some nice entries, 1909, which is more than enough for the day. Yeah, good man, it's good stuff. So we kind of got trading much. Second time I got good trades whilst watching your stream. Good man, good to hear. That's the thing. Although I wasn't able to catch the entry, the analysis played out very, very well. So if you guys did make money off the stream, good work. We've got 54 people tuning in. And you guys drop a little like for the stream. We still got another half an hour to catch the move, and if we do get executed into a trade, then obviously I'll stick around till that plays out. I'm not just going to end the stream, of course. Go on, Goldie. Grab them 5-minute lows. Grab the 5-minute lows, re-break the highs, and we could be looking for a position here. 15 is starting to reject, but we got news coming out in 3 minutes. Have you just grabbed the low? Oh. Not enough. I mean, it has just technically grabbed the low. Let me just check it here. But I would have liked to see, no, so it's not really being grabbed there. Yeah, I'd like to see this be grabbed there just a little bit more. And as soon as we do, we're gonna have some buy stops in. If we don't re-break the highs, then we don't take the trade. And the news can do whatever the hell it wants. But I would like to see this spike down a little bit more in the next 1 minute 30. The only way I will consider shorts back down into our overall daily low is probably a closure back below here, because we've broken above this, given a quick little retest and pushed higher. So unless we close back below there, and the 30 gives a pretty solid wick, only then we're all cool. So we're breaking that low now. So there is news, and it would be aggressive, but essentially we could now be looking at something like this to have a run back higher for like 30 plus pips. With the break-even point around like 1914.3, which would be, yeah, 15, nice. All right, 40 seconds, 40 seconds, 40 seconds. I haven't put this in just yet. I just need to see where this is going to bottom out so I can get stop loss placement. I don't really want to see this 5-minute close below the low. I'd like to see it wick back up and just liquidate it, but close back above. Because if we close below it, then you may see a drive lower. So it's now only just being grabbed for me here. Is that 5-minute low being grabbed? All right, 14 seconds till this news is going to come out, guys. 14 seconds. Let's see if this brings some volume. 4, 3, 2, 1. I haven't put this order in yet. 5 minutes actually closing below the previous low, which is not what I would have wanted to see. So we've actually closed below the low. So unfortunately, no longs just yet. If we had wicked back above, then I would still have this buy stop in, but we've actually closed below the previous 5-minute low. If the 5-minute closes back above, amazing, we'll look to do the exact same thing. We'll stop below wherever this low is going to be. But until then, Price has now flipped back bearish on the 5. It's only the 5, so it's not the strongest confirmation, but we have closed below the previous. We can now flip bullish again. Amazing. We could get a 15-minute wick fill and probably come and target this resistance. Come on, Goldie. Let me just check this news. Australian retail sales. Final 0.7, forecast 0.1, previous 0.0. Whatever that means. Yeah. Right, so 5 minutes still pushing lower. So we just had that 30 close as well. How was that 30 closure? Yeah, 30 was really nice and strong. I still think this goes higher on the higher time frame. Unless this 30 just completely flips bearish and engulfs. The 30's closed above the previous 30. Also closed above this resistance. Also closed above this support. So I would have to see the 5 minutes start to flip bullish in order for me to be able to take this higher. Because the 15... has left a wick, but the 30 has closed nice and strong. The 30's a better confirmation than the 15. So you could actually look for a break above the current 30-minute high, which I'll consider. And stop loss will be wherever the low is going to be, maybe even down there for time being. And now we're going to get a nicer play. Let's see. I would love to just see this 5 minute. So 5 minutes flip bearish. I'd love to see this 5 minute close back above, confirm a little fake out, and see if we can get a drive. I'm not going to put the order in just yet because we've got 2 minutes of this candle. This 2 minutes can, anything can happen in this next 2 minutes on gold. But I'm not ignoring that this 30 has closed bullish and closed massively above all of this noise. Even all of this, look at this. Resistance broke, support pushes higher. So we've broken it, we didn't retest it and drive low, closed back above it. So as long as price trades above that resistance, I can only go long. What's the latest time we've taken an Asian trade this month? Let me have a look. Asia trade. So where was our... Oh, go on gold. Give us a nice closure here. A nice closure, and I will take this higher. So when was our trade on Tuesday? Our Tuesday trade was at, that was it. Is it here? 2:35. Yeah, so around this time. Around the same similar time we had that same trade on Tuesday. Too much mess to the left below 1930. Yeah, there's a lot of mess to the left, man. There's a lot of mess. All of this range is very, very tricky. That's why I was very skeptical of this play up, because there's so much noise here. This is all created in the US session. But because we're now coming so close to this resistance, this leads back to what I was saying earlier on, where, you know, if anyone's jumping short of this current wick, their stop loss is going to be sitting just above there, looking for this big play down. That's why I'm kind of wanting to buy into that. And as soon as we do get a nice 5 minute closure, hopefully this 5 minute closure, nice body, no top wick, and I will take this. Hey. Like this. This is what I want to see. And now I will look to long, and my stop loss will go just a few pips below this low, which is like risking 7 pips, which is amazing. I'll take a 7 pip in Asia loss all day. I'm not gonna take it as soon as this candle closes. As soon as this candle closes, quick bottom wick, and we're gonna look for a buy stop here on gold. 7 pip stop loss, which is amazing. If we re-break these lows and we just keep rolling over, then I don't want to be in the trade anyway. But hopefully we get a nice body. Don't give me a wick like this. Give me a nice strong body. And then we're gonna look to buy into this resistance. See, not like this. Not like this. Has to close above. Did it close above? No, didn't close above. But if we re-break that high, then you probably will have a drive. So quick bottom wick on this current 5. Alright, I'm gonna have a buy stop on this previous 5 minute high, because if we re-break that, then I think we could have a drive. But if we break these lows one more time, I will cancel. So I have this buy stop in right now. Just a few pips above this previous 5 minute high. And my stop loss is down here. If this 5 breaks this low, then that's not a liquidity low and we could roll over it. I'll just cancel the order. But we're sitting around like an 8 pip stop loss now on gold, which is nice. I want to see this 5. We're coming into, how long we got to the 50? Another 10 minutes. If we don't drive in this 5, we will wait. But you know, price has flipped bearish straight into a doji candle and pushing up. So this bearish momentum doesn't look true to me. And we can afford to risk 8 pips in the Asian session today. Yeah, and we'll be break even once we come and spike these highs, which would be like 10 pips. It's not huge, but we'll take it. Still nice. If we don't flip in this current 5, we will wait. I want to see this 5, respect this low, and close the nice 5 body. But yeah, stop loss for me. It doesn't need to be all the way down here. That's just crazy. It can just go below here, because if we re-break that low, the low that's grabbed the previous 5 minute low, then I don't want to be in it anyway. I don't want to sit through like 20 pip drawdown in the Asian session. You go? No. I'll be like another 25.
What's the time?
I'll past.
Okay.
Okay.
Is that mega shit today?
60 people tuning in, guys. Remember, drop a like for the stream. Appreciate you guys tuning in. You had some nice calls this morning. Like I say, if we don't drive in this current 5, we will cancel and wait. But I do think we're going to get a nice 15-minute wick fill here and come and grab these highs. But we're not going to trade off what I think. This 5 minute doesn't close bullish, we'll close the order. But if we don't re-break these highs, then we don't get tagged into the trade. And this is the reason that I don't really like taking retest entries, because you just go straight into the drawdown. If we re-break the highs, amazing. We get some good volume. If no volume, then we wait. But yeah, the main reason behind this trade is because that 30 has flipped nice and bullish. So you know, I'm watching the 15 minute here, but I'm keeping in mind that this 30 is closed bullish. And the buy order is based off this current 30 re-breaking its high and flipping bullish. If we don't re-break its high, then that's fine. You can just keep rolling over. I don't care. I don't take the trade. So we have the buy order in. Once this 30 flips bullish, it gives us a nice push. The entry price is above the current, the previous 5 minute high. Above here. If we break that and we get good volume, we have a drive. But if we re-break this low, I will cancel and I will wait. I would like to see it flip bullish in this 5 minute. You know, we're coming into the last 50 seconds of this candle. Anything on gold is going to change at any second, so I will not cancel until we actually break this low. Because if this is going to be a liquidity grab low, we shouldn't need to re-break this. If we re-break this, then we could just keep pushing back down into like these levels. You know, nice little fair value, ICT fair value gap there as well. But in 30 seconds, I will cancel. And this is the reason, like I say, that we don't take the retest entries. We wait for price to flip, then give us that confirmation. If price doesn't flip, we cancel the order. We don't take the loss. We don't take the trade. We've got 10 seconds here on Goldie. We haven't re-broken the lows, but we haven't also flipped bearish. So even if we don't grab the lows, but we don't flip bullish, I'm still going to cancel. And I'm just going to wait for a little bit more. We're going to get that 15 closure soon as well. So, all right, I'm pulling out that order now. We didn't flip. We failed to flip. So therefore we don't take trade. There you go. We just broke the previous low. So now we're just going to wait. This 30 does still have plenty of time to flip bullish. But I'm not going to predict that we're going to flip bullish. I'm going to react to it. So it's still got, you know, let me just see that 15 close in 5 minutes. So how's that 15 looking? Yeah, so 15 still pushing down. Could retest these levels a little bit more. But I will put back in this buy order once price starts to flip bullish. Because it's still on the cards for me. I still think, you know, we've come this close to this resistance. Anyone shorting has stops above there, so that's what I want to be buying into. Needs to create a step up wick on 30. Yeah, I think so, man. I think it could. 15 does still have a lot of room as well, like down here. Here's going to be a big level. You've got this wick here, that resistance. So we haven't actually wicked down into this level just yet. The 30's still got another 20 minutes. You know, I was going to stop streaming in 20 minutes because that's usually my cutoff point. But if this 30 does still flip bullish, I'm going to look to stay on. Because this could be a nice play. This could be a nice play for us. And I'm here to make some Asia Bank. See the 5 minutes close back below this little very minor level. Could be a fake out. We'll react to it if it closes back above. But yeah, this is why personally, it sounds like Roger Bank. Yeah, it does. This is why personally I prefer to put in the buy orders. Because if you're taking retest entries, you just got stopped out there for no reason. But if you don't re-break the highs, you don't get tagged. So we're grabbing the lows one more time. So now I would even consider breaks above this high. Consider breaks above that high with stops down there. But like I say, I'm not gonna jump in another buy order until the 5 minute starts flipping bullish. We've had this really nice run up. We're creeping down ever so slowly compared to how impulsive this is. So, you know, the more we can creep down, the more this still can have this continuation back to the highs. But considering in Asia today, excuse me, gold has been in this little range, we've actually called this move very, very well. So to be able to call that nice run up in such a tight little range, I'm happy with that. Even though I couldn't catch the entry, I'm still happy with that run up, because I was like, well, for you guys who did take that, we were talking about buys from back down here like this. So for the guys who did take that, oh shit, that doesn't matter. Yeah, you had a beautiful run. You probably would have got tagged out trailing below that previous 5 at like 30 pips, which is amazing. Amazing. All right, so this is the last 5 of the 15. This 5 is important. If this 5 can flip bullish, this 15 is going to be looking nice. If this 5 doesn't flip bullish, then the 15 may spike out this current 15 one more time, and then we'll be back to going off the break of the current 30. I took 10 pips on that. Hey man, 10 pips is good. 10 pips is 10 pips. You shut up to the stream and made 10 pips. It's good work, man. Aaron, what do you think about swing trading? Swing trading is how I started in trading. I've only been intraday trading like this since COVID times. But swing trading is what allowed me to kind of transition from my job to trading. Because I was becoming a trader in the UK, and it was almost impossible for me, it literally was impossible for me to day trade. So I'm also focused on swing trading. And that's what I did for like the first 2 years. When I was traveling and trading, I was only really swing trading. So yeah, I love swing trading. Swing trading will always have a place in my heart. But during COVID, swing trading just became a lot more difficult. Do you smoke? No, not really. Wick says live streaming right now. Those guys are getting home on the street. Yeah, I don't know. Nah, not for me. It's not whilst I'm trading. I need to be in the zone. I need to be focused. But nah, I don't really smoke. No, maybe once a year, if that. But nah, not really. You're gonna revamp / update your teaching content to day trading. I already have, Andrew. Oh, look at that 5. 15's just flipped incredibly bearish there. Look at that. That 15 has just changed everything. But yeah, I'm updating the trading course content every single month. We're posting new videos. It's not as if you just buy buy one course and that's it. I'm updating it every single month. I did a new course video just last weekend. Yeah, so see now that 15 has flipped incredibly bearish, breaking back below this level. So now that we've got that closure back below this level, now you can look for that play back down. Only now, once we've got that closure, can we consider taking this lower. Now there's a strong 15 break back below this level. So now you've got a potential fake out of that resistance. That overall head and shoulders formation that we were watching is now playing out. The daily has no bottom weight. Yeah, see, that's what I was looking for before when we first came on the session, is shorting down into that daily bottom wick. So yeah, it's huge. This daily flip on gold could be huge. I was supposed to be getting a stream in 15 minutes, but I don't think I can. So we're coming into this support, which could give us a nice little quick bounce to now grab this previous 5-minute higher. But yeah, that 15's flipped nicely. What do you just trade futures instead, Joel? I am just trading futures now, man. I'm transitioning to pretty much only futures. All right, cool. So we're now currently grabbing where that previous 5-minute high was. So if we were to short, this 15 can have this flip bearish and continuation, stops would have to be above here. Entry would be on the break of the low. You've got a lot of noise there. And you'd probably be shorting it down into this daily bottom wick, which is all the way down there, which is huge. More stop loss be 13 pips. Let me just see how this is going to react. So it's just such a big level. Let me just see. AUD with a nice push. Missed that one. Yeah, really big push, man. Big push. I don't really trade Australian dollar pairs, but yeah, it's a big push. Let me just see how we've got 2 minutes for this. 5. Stop loss. It can just go above this previous high because we re-grab that. Then you don't want to be in the trade because we flip nice and bearish. But this is we're at such a, yeah, like the 15-minute has flipped incredibly bearish, but this huge support is dicking around. But let's see, if we start to show signs that this 5-minute could flip bearish, I'm going to look to put this order in. We'll be looking to short it the break of the current low. We'll probably have to manage aggressively because we are trading right into that previous resistance right here. And you got that previous low that would probably be a nice target to come and grab. Oh, look at this 5 pushing back up now. So if this 5 doesn't flip bearish, then that's okay. We got 1 more minute. Fucking hell, look at this 5-minute, man. Holy. How's this 30? Look, is this 30 leaving a big bottom wick now? Yeah, look at that 30. So you kind of got it conflicting on the 15 and 30. The 15 is flipped in aggressively bearish, but the 30 is still trading above this support. And the hourly, yeah, the hourly is even a huge wick, man. So I'd probably look to follow the current 15 momentum for time being. I'm gonna have a sell stop in below this current low to see if this current 5 can flip bearish. If this current 5 doesn't flip bearish, like I say, we'll cancel again. But I want to see if we're gonna get a nice drive and nice momentum. If we don't drive in this current 5 the next 30 seconds, then we'll just pull out the order. But I want to see this have a nice push if this candle can flip bearish and give some good volume. And we'll be shorting it back down into pretty much a daily bottom wick. So daily bottom wick and potentially back down into these lows. So 5 minutes starting to go bearish, 22 seconds. Come on, Goldie. Oh, have I not got tagged in? I haven't got tagged in there just yet. 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Right, let me cancel that. I didn't get tagged in there. Let me just see how this 5 is going to open. If anyone did get tagged in, you probably get a nice entry. I didn't get tagged in, so I'll just pull it out and see if we can get a quick top wick first. That's a really nice 5-minute close. Why did I get tagged in there? Alright, cool. I'm just going to put it back in now. Yeah, I'm putting it back in now on the current break of this 5-minute low. Like that. Re-break down lows, have a nice drive. So like this. Stop loss will be above here, but that 5 minute close, really nice. We're coming into the last 10 minutes of this hourly as well. I'm shorting this 4 contracts as well. I want to see this 15 give us a nice bearish continuation of this. A nice big continuation of this. Contract size on gold. I'm shorting this with about 4 contracts. How much are you funded with? 150. You can get level 2 data. Means if, yeah, I've tried to watch it before. I'll probably start watching it a little bit more. YouTube your fitness routine and workout plan. Yeah, I'll try to get on that at some point, man. Do you trade silver? No, not really, man. I've looked at it before, but it's very similar to gold, so I just prefer to trade gold, personally. Took a trade yesterday and secured a 1 to 7. Very nice, man. Very nice. A 1 to 7 risk reward is amazing. Contract size on gold to work out stop loss. Is it 100? So it's $10 per tick move on 1 contract. So if gold moves 10 pips, 1 contract, $100. It was Boston. What's going on, man? Good to have you back on the stream. Can you let me know when the trade's active? Yeah, absolutely. I'll share my screen. Just tagged in spreads. Yeah, Carl, that's fucking annoying, man. Look at this. So I'll show you mine. So I'm trading this on the. I'll share my screen. I'm trading this on the Top Step account. It didn't actually get tagged in for me for some reason. I don't know why, but it didn't get tagged in. So I do have it below the current low now. I'll send it to you here. I'm just going to ruin my screen share. So we've got 2 more minutes. This 5's going to close. If this current 5 doesn't flip bearish, I'm not too interested. But even if you did get tagged in, it still makes sense to me, personally. Yeah. Spreads. Yeah, that's why I can't deal with fucking FX brokers anymore, man. I don't like spreads. See here? I just showed you mine. I didn't get tagged in. It actually left a little bottom wick for me. Silver's very good to me as well. Nice, yeah, maybe it's worth watching. I assume, you guys can let me know, I assume it moves very similar to gold. Someone corrects me if I'm wrong. I feel like it moves very similar. Oh, look at that run, yeah. Fucking hell, it's a huge run. Same run on gold, but way bigger. Look at that. Alright, Goldie. Goldie. You have 1 more minute to show me something. The closer we get to this hourly without flipping bearish, the more so I'm probably going to wait. If it doesn't flip in these highs just may get grabbed. I would have wanted to see this bearish momentum on this 15 have this continuation already. I don't like the fact that this is flipped incredibly bearish and just instantly stalling around this big support. But if this 5 doesn't flip, yeah, I'd cancel. If anyone did get tagged in with spreads for whatever reason, part of the game, you can't control it, but I would personally close it if this 5 doesn't flip bearish. And you would be closing it at like, you know, -3 pips, which is amazing. But let's just see how this 5's going to flip. So we haven't looked at any previous 5. 28 seconds. Come on, Goldie. But I mean, yeah, stop loss in this position if we do get tagged in like 13 pips, which is good. So that 5 is starting to push down now. 15 seconds. You're going to have the push. Stop loss will be above here. There you go, cool, yeah, cool. I'm tagged in that gold short now. And my stop loss is going to be... above, not the previous 5, but this 5 up here. Alright, nice 5 minute closure there as well on gold. A nice little push back down. Alright, we get a nice push now. Yeah, see this is the last 5 of this 15 and hourly, so we want this 5 to give us a nice strong push. And have that continuation back down. We'll be looking to manage risk around this level. This current 5 has no top wick, which is a little bit skeptical. I would have liked to have seen this pull up first before flipping bearish, but maybe we can mirror something like this. But we'll start to manage risk around here. Am I showing the right screen? Yeah. Sitting up like $280 on this position, 4 contracts short on this, 320. As soon as we tap this level, we will consider managing risk. Hello, Samuel. Hey. Samuel, you wanna come on stream? You wanna come on stream? Up, come up. Oh, you're soaked. Hey. My white jumper. Wait, why is he soaked?
Yeah.
The fuck? Trying to ruin my white top step jumper. What the fuck is that about? I'll play with you after, buddy. Alright, so what have we just hit? We've only hit 10 pips. But although we've only hit 10 pips, that's irrelevant. We're tapping into this level where we could bounce off. So, for me personally, I'm just going to start to bring down my stop loss to above the current previous high here. But if this 5-minute candle does start to flip bullish, I will manually close. But I've now brought my stop loss above that previous 5-minute high. I'm not going to predict that we're going to break that level if we react off it and push higher. It's a level where we could do that. So I'm only just sitting up like $240 in this position right now. We get a nice 5-minute push here. We're going to get a pretty nice, wrong chart, pretty nice 15-minute closure here. As long as this 15 closes below this level, you know, I may open my stop loss to breathe again above here. But I'll react to that when it happens. So how's this hour looking? 3 more minutes this hour is going to close. Yeah, huge wick. This hourly can give us a nice body and close below here. We'll look to short this down into that daily flip. But we've already managed our risk here, and we'll be managing even more if it comes back up. Right, let me see the chat. I've been ignoring the chat. It's very similar, but my experience with respect to order blocks and gold long. Nice. 4-hour close in 5 minutes. Nice spot, man. Nice spot. No gap on trading for you. ICT milk silver. Nice. Wait for a candle close. Yeah, good man. Alright, I'm going to, if this 5 minutes starts to pull up here and comes back to my entry, I'm going to manually close. But for time being, I'm still in this trade. I'll tell you guys when I do close. But I had a little gap down on my chart, so I got quite a nice entry there. Use this. But yeah, 15 is still at, like, you know, you got this resistance, you also got this support. I'd love to see if this 5 minute can just have a nice drive. But as it stands, for instance, if we start flipping incredibly bullish out of nowhere for whatever reason, we're only risking 7 pips, which is nice. So my stop loss is above this previous high. I really need the toilet, man. But I also need to make bank. And, you know, because this 15 is closing bearish, this next 15 could still push up and retest these levels before flipping lower. So that's why I'm kind of managing aggressively, because I don't want to go sit in drawdown. So we got 40 seconds there. Let's just see how this can close. Sitting up 240. Always the last like 20 to 15 seconds on gold. Anything can happen. So I will consider going break even soon. And if we don't have the big drive in this current 15, then I'll wait for the top wick on the current 15 for a potential re-entry. 19 seconds, not pushing. Yeah, I'm going to bring my stops to break even now. My stop loss is above this current 5 minute high. If this 5 minute high flips bullish, I don't want to be in this trade. But let's just wait for this to close. 7 seconds is not really driving. 15 could create a top wick, and we'll just look for a re-entry. Alright, so 5 minutes just closed there. See if we can grab the previous 5 minute low. Create an instant bottom wick. So yeah, 15's closed. So 15 is closed back below our level. But it is still trading around this support. So we could easily see this come back up, retest these levels before having a drive lower. So it doesn't make sense for me to leave my risk open. I got to take risk off the table because I don't want to go sit and draw down. And because we're creating an instant bottom wick here, I'm actually going to bring my stop loss to this current 5-minute high. You know, I'm locking in like it's a very small, like 5 pips, but I don't want to see this 5 start to flip bullish. So I got my stop in above this current 5-minute high. We're just grabbing the previous 5-minute low. I'm trading aggressively because the 15s at such a big level. You know, if we had the 5-minute closure below here, I would open my stop loss up and let it breathe a little bit more. But because we're at such a key level of support, I'm just going to trail aggressively here. I'm not going to manually close because it's only like, what will we just hit? We only hit like, it's only 10 pips. 10 pips is 10 pips though. I'll take 10 pips, $280 on this fine Thursday morning. But well, it should be my cutoff point now. But as soon as I get out of this trade, I'm gonna take some time off the charts because we're gonna be coming back to the London session in like 4 hours. So I wanna take some time off the charts before then. Come on, Goldie, break that low. All right, there we go. Break that low. There she is. All right, I'm gonna try an aggressive stop here. I'm gonna try an aggressive stop because I just kind of want to be done with the session. So I'm locking in like about 10 pips on this trade. Locking it in. It's not a big position. Oh, there you go. There you go, Goldie. Yeah, so I haven't closed this. I just have my stop loss here, if anyone wondering. Setting up around $440 in this play. $400. Stop loss has trailed aggressively in profit. Because I'm trying to go enjoy my day. Closed 80%. Stop loss break even. The runner got a meeting. Good shit, man. Good shit. I'm bringing stop loss down a little bit now. Trail aggressively because my dog's going ballistic and wants me to go for a walk. There we go. All right, let me just close that. Cool. Close full. All right, amazing. I'm out of that trade now. So I'm out of that trade for plus $440. If anyone wants to close some partials, just close partials, like close 90%, hold the rest at break even. But I'm personally fully out of that trade now. Chat got quiet. Yeah, I was too busy looking at my terminal to see the chat. Let me see what chat's saying. Guys, get some likes on the stream for that trade. A very quick play, 0 drawdown. We've called the markets amazing in this Asian range. So price has been raging in the Asian session and we've managed to catch some very, very nice moves. If you guys did make bank off this stream, remember drop a little like. Great shit. Great play. Thank you, man. Thank you. Can we get an entry? Hourly close so bearish? Yeah, hourly close bearish. My concern is this 15 can give a potential steeper top wick. But if anyone is in this, yeah, I would personally just, you know, stops to break even. Hold some runners. If you're going to hold runners down into that daily flip, which is all the way down there. So hold runners down into that daily bottom wick, which still needs to be created. Look at that shit. Good stuff, guys. Good stuff. But that's Asia done. Another Asian stream, another winner, which is beautiful. Beautiful. Look at that. We got another Asian stream on the go. We got 51 people tuning in. We just got another nice sell trade on gold. Another Asian stream, another winner. Good shit. If anyone is holding partials, I would close like 90%. It'd take 90%, you've just made like 20 pips in the Asian session, but you want to be holding runners into this daily to create a bottom wick. So you look at this top wick now. We have no bottom wick on this daily. So this could be a huge retest for this daily to just flip incredibly bearish. But I would take like all of your profits off once we create a bottom wick, which is all the way down there at like, you know, 30, 40 pips, which is amazing. So let me just see this hourly now. So the hourly's, yeah, hourly's flipping nice. That was good though. What time was that trade? So that trade that trade was 5 minutes before my cutoff point. So that was we were smart to stay on there. Good shit. All right, Zoom guys. I'll see you guys for the London session in like 4 hours. We'll do the exact same all over again. So I'll see you London guys then. I'll talk to you guys on Discord. Bye 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 bye. But yeah, YouTube fam, another Asian session, another W. I appreciate you guys taking the time to tune in. If you did enjoy today's session, I'll be live again tomorrow for the London session. By tomorrow, I mean Friday at 7 a.m. London time. If not, Asia streams will be back again next week, every Tuesday and Thursday. So if you guys did enjoy today's stream, remember, drop a little like. I'll recap this trade later on and I'll post the video for you guys. But we took a nice little scalp there. Not a huge position, but hey, we pulled money out of the markets in the Asian session. And that is good enough for me. So close the laptop, get off the charts. Enjoy the rest of your day. Come back again for tomorrow in US. And we'll do it all over again. So enjoy the rest of your day, guys. I'll talk to you all soon. Peace.